don't know if you knew this or not, but you are profiled based on the car that you drive. Here's an example for you. I drive a Hellcat, and when people see me in it, they assume I'm a criminal. I also drive a Ram 1500 TRX, and when they see me driving that, they assume I'm a criminal. The Porsche? Criminal. However, I also have a Rivian R1S, and when they see me in that, they assume I haven't committed a crime yet. But more on this later. I think we live in a very wasteful society. I think we are told to like certain things even when they really don't make any sense. For example, this Ram TRX is wasteful. It costs $100,000, and most of the time, only one person is driving the vehicle, and it gets 9 miles per gallon. Same with the Rivian. Also $100,000, it weighs 7,000 pounds, and there's only ever one person driving it. But no, it's electric, so it's fine, right? No, I have some bad news for you. You aren't saving the planet by buying a 6,000-pound electric pickup truck covered in stainless steel. You are just not. Nobody needs cars like these. This is your vanity speaking. No, you do not need a Model 3 when you work from home 5 days a week. You and your wife can share a car, and you could take public transportation, but you choose not to because it doesn't fit your lifestyle. 76% of people drive alone. Why do you need a $50,000 EV that will be worth $30,000 in 1 year if you're lucky? Because you want it and you fell into consumerism. You just want more and more. I have an alternative though. Leave your ego at the door for a second. You want an EV? I get it. Get a small basic one that meets most of your needs, like a Nissan Leaf or Fiat 500e or a Smart 42 electric or a BMW i3. No, think smaller and cheaper. There's another class of tiny EVs that fit into a smaller class. You have Apteras, and you have the one that you've never heard of before, Arimoto. By the way, starting a new EV company is hard. Aptera has had its struggles and hasn't produced one yet, and I'm sure they will call me as soon as mine is ready. Now, the alternative is from a company you've never heard of. It's called Arimoto, and it's based out of Eugene, Oregon, and they make three-wheeled EVs. And I have found the EV of all EVs that nobody is talking about that is criminally underrated. Now, it's not the cheesy golf cart-based EVs and the low-speed ones that are limited to 25 miles an hour. They make ones that are actually impressive, like burnout and 90 miles an hour top speed impressive, and 80 horsepower impressive, and over 100 miles of range impressive. And you can buy a used one right now for under 10 grand impressive. I was able to buy 3 prototypes just for their powertrains, and honestly, I don't think I can take all of them apart. They are that cool. Now, the major drawback is that they aren't the coolest looking things in the world, but neither are you. And the good thing is that they don't take up much room. They're about as wide as one fat person, and you can park it anywhere and just hop in and go. It even has lots of storage when you can store awesome things like copies of my signed book that's in the link in the description box below, which is now on Amazon. Now, also, I'm sure you remember my comments before, but when I'm driving anything, people assume I'm a criminal. But driving this Arimoto, they just assume I'm a disabled person, so everyone waves at you and says, "Aw, he checks all the boxes." On the other downside is that their website kind of doesn't work, and you kind of can't get a hold of them. But thankfully, we have Squarespace for that. By using Squarespace, it has tons of web page tools to help with their needs and all of these awesome page templates to match their style. They could start a completely personalized website with the new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. They can choose from professionally curated layout and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up. It's tailored to meet their brand, or it's optimized for every device, and they can launch their website and get discovered fast with integrated optimized SEO tools, and they would show up more often to more people and grow the way that they want. They also have flexible payments. They can make checkout seamless for their customers, and with simple but powerful payment tools like accepting credit cards and PayPal and Apple Pay. And in eligible countries, offer customers the option to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. It just makes sense. If they see this or you need to use this yourself, go to www.squarespace.com/richrebuilds to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code in the description box below. Shout out to Squarespace for making platforms for people's passions, even if they are having moderate to severe financial cash flow issues. So we have 3 speeds, and then we have, oh, you just push it once. There we go. Then you have the heated front seat, the heated rear seat, You have the defroster. That defrosts the front glass right there. And you have the heated grips. And you have, I don't know what that button does, it doesn't light up. So a lot of these things are features that never came to the market. But a typical controls that you'd have on a bike, you have a neutral, forward, reverse, well, electric bike that is. You have neutral, forward, reverse, engine kill, stop, regen brake, and the regens in this is very strong. You have the motor start, high beams, horn, and you have the directionals. So I have 3 of these Arimoto units, 2 Roadsters and 1 standard unit with the roof cage. Now, I don't know if Arimoto ever released the Roadsters officially to the public, so I think I'm holding on to some pretty rare merchandise here. Now, I don't know how well it would have sold anyways, considering you need a helmet to ride it. It has no roof structure, and not everyone is in the market for basically what's an electric Can-Am with 100 miles of range. Now, the standard unit did not run when I got it. It had quite a few issues. Number one, it was completely dead, so I trickle charged the 12-volt battery until it showed signs of life. Then I plugged in the high-voltage charger. But when I plugged in the high-voltage charger, I got the high-voltage light. It turns out it was due to moisture. On this unit, as you can see, the drain got clogged, and as a result, the water was overflowing onto the controllers. Now, after a quick clearing out of the drain tube, water was flowing again, but as you can see, this drain tube is pretty disgusting, so it actually does something when it's not clogged. Keep in mind, if the drain tube isn't flowing, all of this water is going on to your controllers. So after rerouting the drain tube and resetting the 12-volt battery, the high voltage light went away, and it was smooth sailing. Well, almost smooth sailing. Unfortunately, the rotors were pretty scored up and the parking brake was stuck. So I figured it's probably time to do a brake job and give the wheels some pizzazz, as they say. Motor's in here. You hear that? So right now it's disengaged. When I push it, that's supposed to be actually engaging it. When I push this and roll it back, it still rolls. See? We don't want that. So clearly I can't buy something that doesn't have issues, and we're going to take a look at the electronic parking brake now. Now, all the parts that consist of this Arimoto are made from other ATVs and UTVs that are currently in existence, but since I didn't have the time to order parts, I just took the parts that I needed off either of the prototype units, and we're going to go do a full disassembly of one of the units in a few minutes. But after taking apart the sacrificial trike, I took the pads and rotors, which were pretty new, to put on this one instead. Now, the only thing in terms of design-wise I would have done different on the back of this swing arm is that I would have created a little pitch runoff. If you look very carefully, it's starting to rust already, just a little bit. And while this isn't a big deal now, we heavily salt our roads in the Northeast, so it's not a problem now, but salt and sand sitting here will become a problem later. Now, after taking off the wheel, there's almost no material left on the brake pads, but thankfully I have the pads and rotors off the other units that I can use. Now, here's the old rotor versus the new rotor. The old rotors are well scored up and the new ones are nice and smooth, so I'm going to swap those out. I'm also going to do this with the front wheels as well, replace the pads and rotors with the parts from the other prototype unit. Okay, boom, now it's all set. Now, the Arimoto is kind of cool in the sense that it tells you when the e-brake is fully engaged. When it needs adjustment, you only get one light. Notice when I pushed this before, only one light lit up. But when it's functioning properly, you get all 3 lights, meaning it's fully engaged to the rear wheel. Now, since there was so much brake pad dust on the newly painted wheels, I'm going to put my old set of wheels back on from the donor car, and then I'm going to pick up a friend so they can enjoy the Arimoto as well. But the thing is, before I pick them up, I want to do some stress testing first on the Arimoto. I want to test braking, and a lot of people are asking, can you actually tip one over? So we're going to go ahead and try that right now. Wait, will that thing tip over?
Thought he was going straight for the pole.
Can you imagine? Joey, code brown. There's no way you don't have a code brown right now. Joey, you were on 2 wheels.
I was a little nervous, not gonna lie.
Fun fact, we actually couldn't do it. The second it got on 2 wheels, it killed the power. So Joey was trying to jerk the wheel left and right to get this thing to flip. And I'll tell you, it is not easy. All right, so John, I have to drive home, John.
That's a good point.
Jesus Christ.
Doing 90, I couldn't catch your ass.
90 miles an hour, I know. Who was that guy? It actually does pretty cool burnouts too. Now, I went on my first long road trip with it. I left Marblehead, Massachusetts to head to Nashua, New Hampshire, which is 52 miles away. And when I got there, I was at about 40%, which is awesome considering I was driving like a madman. I have to say, I really do like this thing so far.
What is this? Are you... Is money so tight that you are Uber Eats delivering now? What is this? What is this? This is the funniest thing ever. I'm actually happy. We're gonna ride around in this, and I'm happy I don't have to sit like next to you. You know what I mean? Like that is the only benefit to this. All right, I'm not gonna sit there.
Just sit in the back.
You're disgusting.
There's pollen in the back. I need to get
Why
that pollen out.
Why didn't you wipe it down?
No, just rock back and forth. Get all the pollen out for me. It's not bad, right? It's not bad.
But am I supposed to... Wait, are we supposed to wear helmets? Like,
so when you roll, I need you to grab here and grab as tight as you can. And don't stick your arms out when we roll over, okay? There you go. Keep your arms in.
I'm going to take my ring off.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't safe.
It's totally safe.
This is legal?
I made it. It has a plate, right? It's
You
totally
made
legal.
it?
No, I made it here. All right, get in. Okay. Now cross it.
Cross it. My legs?
No. There you go. One on that side. It's just
Richard,
like
it's already
a regular
crooked.
seatbelt. What'd you do?
I don't know. Whatever. Okay,
Just pull it
so
over.
this-
You'll be all right.
Oh.
And then the other one over there,
Oh, you're really like...
you're really secure. That's why you don't need a helmet. See, there you go.
Oh, we're strapped.
You're strapped in. You can't even get out if you wanted to. Here,
No.
Go ahead.
I literally can't stop laughing.
Isn't it hilarious?
What do you mean? I know exactly what I want.
I'm not paying.
You don't have to pay. I have my card in my top. Yeah, can I get a medium creme brulee? Coffee locked in.
locked and loaded? Are you
Locked
locked
and
in?
loaded, yes.
On the highway?
Like the amount of people that are laughing and having a good time with us, it's amazing. Yeah, that's fun. This is a new Uber, I guess. I don't know. No. Look at the bus, Richard, in the bus. Well, now we know whenever Rich says that he wants to meet me somewhere, he's always going to bring something interesting.
I'm not bringing this ever again.
Why? This is the best.
You get to
This was an
I
experience.
have to sit here and charge for 6 hours.
No, you don't. You're not even here. You're fine.
Yeah, it could have died. That's why. That's why you can't see the charge. No
Peace out, Cub Scout.
photos.
Peace out. This was fun. I can't. I can't take this guy serious.
Now, you're probably asking yourself, Rich, what's the point of all this? What truly makes this Arimoto special? Well, it's the hardware, and we're going to get into that a little bit later when we start disassembling the second prototype unit. But right now in Ocala, Florida, we built a GEM golf cart, which normally goes 25 miles an hour. We replaced the drivetrain with an Arimoto battery, and we use literally one of the Arimoto motors. The Arimoto has two of these motors. We use one on this golf cart, and it's already going well over 40 miles an hour. These motors and this hardware is no joke. It's really not good looking. It really isn't good looking at all. Yeah, that's the problem with this thing. And like people like rejoice over these. They see them. They want to be seen on them. Dude, I cover my face on this thing, dude. I'm like a full face mask, everything. No way. All right, ready? Go. How'd it go, Joey?
76.
Yeah, that's about what it was before too, wasn't it?
That. It's just so shaky. The other one we just strapped in. This thing, you're like, oh, it's like a snowmobile.
Yeah.
And you're just like hoping you don't get
Joey, dude, the way you look going by with that blue light, it looked like a spaceship. It was insane.
All I heard was,
It's fun. I'll do it again.
That's really fun.
I'll do one more.
All right, go ahead. Go
do
ahead.
another one. At least you got the nice warm helmet.
Yeah. Well, you actually can't see where you're going. You just guess.
Yeah, you just hope for the best.
That's kind of like what I was doing. Hole.
Yes, it is. Oh, the brakes are good, huh?
A little land speed record.
New record, 82.
No.
Yeah,
GPS confirmed?
GPS confirmed 82.
Wow.
What did the display say?
86.
Wow.
Downhill with the breeze, it's called.
Not bad. Okay, let's get to it. This is the heated seat module. Yeah, I know. There's a sub in here? Oh, that's just adding weight too, Joey. Yeah. That's adding weight. This is solid too. That's all custom. There you go.
Ready?
Let's see.
Nice gas tank, right?
What is that?
It's supposed to be storage.
That's just solid? That's solid.
Solid.
Why even bother?
It almost weighs like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, grab it.
Nah, I'd rather not.
Okay.
Wow. Jeez. The custom wiring for the subs and the lights, I'm assuming. JBL. This is not bad setup.
Lift.
Dude, this thing's coming apart so quickly, it's not even funny. There's not much to it. Easy, John.
Scratch it.
Easy.
All right.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay, I didn't want to. I don't need it. Kind of sandwich.
Look at the little crash bar in the front. Look how safe this thing is. It's a crash bar.
The crumple zone.
the little bumper.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I like it.
Is that a real enclosure?
Okay, put together.
We don't have the graphics here. Just gonna go restock the cabinet real quick.
What was that for?
So stupid.
Okay. What was all that?
Let's take off this huge chunk.
What was all that for? Yeah, right.
Going straight or not?
Yeah,
me
look
see.
at this thing. So there's an idler arm right here, and it's got this fancy little sensor. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I guess we're gonna find out.
Maybe
Look at this.
steering position.
Oh yeah. What is
Right there
that?
where my finger's touching.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It goes down into this like little to the end of it.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty high tech.
Well, does this pivot? What's? Oh, it is. Yes.
that's part of the steering
That's
rack.
a steering rack. Oh.
Hi, Phoenix.
He's curious too. So Phoenix, you smell biscuit on me or what? This is gonna be pissed when I get home. Like, why do you smell like another dog? You do smell biscuit on me, don't you? You do, I know. I know you do. I know.
Nice. Yeah. That's at least like what, 150 bucks on Granger?
This is good, man. There's some good parts in this thing. Now I understand why they cost 60 grand to make.
Wow.
But they sell for 25. So I get it. Yay, you did it.
Brake pedal.
It's impressive.
Do you think we need to like?
How you just put that
Impressive.
all back together? Look at all that.
Right? And that's not like thin, cheap
No,
pot metal.
that is
That's
not
decent stuff.
cheap metal. That's not cheap at all.
I give him credit.
Dude, look at these.
It's good shocks, man.
Wow. They put so much money into this.
Put a lot of money into it.
Love how they use torque seal on everything.
Hey, well, it's not as bad as McLaren and double-sided tape
Well,
everywhere.
no, this is like legit compared to the McLaren.
Yeah, I know. Okay, actually, you know what's funny? It is actually better built than McLaren.
McLaren's like, we don't know how we're gonna afford to keep the lights on.
You seriously? We'll just do
And
this.
these guys in actuality can't keep the lights on.
They literally can't. Right.
Hi, Phoenix.
That's down there.
Well, I can't read good. So you see the cuts here are like shaped like that?
See, that one mount that's there holds this plate on.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to pull that mount out too.
You might be right.
Go for it.
All right, ready? God!
Wow,
Yay, it's free.
that's the first time we've ever done that. You did it,
That thing's adorable.
isn't it?
It looks like a Star Wars like TIE fighter.
It does. Okay. I really, really, really enjoy the Arimoto. 9 times out of 10, if it's not raining or not too cold, I'm gonna take the Arimoto over the Porsche and the Rivian. So now, we took one of the prototype Roadsters apart to harness its parts for a potential conversion, and I know you're probably thinking, yes, we should have kept it as is, but there is no way I'm riding on that thing. I mean, the parts are good, the machine is well built, and it would go fantastic in something else. Well, either way, stay tuned for what we put the rest of the parts in. We may just store them and shuffle them away, who knows. But if you have any suggestions, we are all ears. And if you see a cheap Arimoto for sale and you have the means, maybe you want to take a gamble and have a little fun, I highly, highly recommend it. I'll see you guys next time.